What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we are covering the SoFi stock. There was a massive shakeout after the SoFi earnings because management decided to back off the profitability by a few cents to further growth inside of 2025. They want to capture more market share, more top line revenue, more members, and this will lead to larger profits in the back half of the year in 2026, where they need to hit that top end on the guidance of 80 cents. So it looks like management knows exactly what they're doing. They're bracing for about 1.5 estimate on rate cuts. So if we end up getting 2, 3 rate cuts, that's going to be a further boost to top line revenue. I think SoFi is going to come over $300 million profit this year, and also potentially 30% growth or higher, guys. And this is going to allow SoFi to grow very, very quickly. If we look at two back-to-back years of 30% growth, I mean, this company's going to be doing 4.4 billion in revenue inside of 2026, which is not far away at all. This company is really starting to expand and grow larger, looking at the member base already hitting 10 million members. But guys, in today's video, we have officially had 10 analysts come out and give their updated price targets. We're going to be covering those 10 analysts and just show you guys it's just a wide variety of, bears and bulls right now. But of course, guys, I believe by the end of the week, the smoke will clear. Retail will finally absorb the earnings, and we will be going higher into the beginning of 2025 because this company is now about to re-accelerate growth like they did in 2023, along with being profitable, guys. That is exactly what you want to see, okay? 30% EBITDA margins, 9% net income margin, and 30% top line growth. SoFi is potentially going to add over 3 million members inside of 2025. Everything is going as planned. All we need to do as investors is stick to the fundamentals, understand the company continues to steal market share and is dominating other companies inside of its sector. And I'm telling you guys right now, this is going to be an amazing year for SoFi. I still think management is going to clear that $45 price target easily. I believe Anthony Noda is going to clear that $300 million bonus. So if you find any of this information useful, be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to be keeping you updated daily. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, you can see the next day after earnings, SoFi has finished green today already. So it looks like the smoke is already starting to clear. We had a little bit of a shakeout early on in the morning, down 4% again. This was right around the level that we were at in the pre-market on earnings. And you can see the SoFi stock finished up around the $16 level, guys. I truly believe these were incredible earnings, and SoFi has just made a small shift, taking away profitability for further growth inside of 2025. And analysts on Wall Street are starting to realize that, and you will see that in the updated price targets. Even the bears out there with sell ratings, none of these guys dropped their price targets. All right, guys, and you can see here coming out after the earnings, breaking news, KBW, Tim Switzer has maintained sell rating at $8. So you can see this earnings was not a bad enough earnings for him to drop his price target. But guys, I mean, SoFi signed a $5 billion loan platform deal with Blue Owl, and the stock price is staying the exact same. This is ego driven. This guy will get blown out of the water throughout 2025. He's making a big mistake. All right, guys, you have Jeffrey Adelson at Morgan Stanley, who reiterated his sell rating. I didn't even take the time to look into the price target. I just saw the sell rating. You can see I said I really don't care. And here's the reason why I don't care. This guy's not even a one-star analyst, so I'm not even going to take the time to look at his price target. If you guys want to look it up, go ahead. But it is a sell rating, so you know it's probably under the $10 range. And here we go, guys. Now we're getting out of the bearish sentiment, and we're getting more into the middle side of the analysts on Wall Street. Barclays has maintained hold rating at $16. He asked a couple of questions on the earnings call as well, but solid analyst, 3-star, maintained $16 price target. And you also have Vincent C. BTIG has maintained hold rating with a $16 price target. I mean, these guys are pretty fair. Maybe they want to see further growth from SoFi to see if they can execute on that 2025 guidance of 23 to 26% growth. But guys, we know how management likes to do it. They like to beat and raise every quarter. If they're already at $16 and SoFi comes in over 30% growth, I mean, these price targets are going to easily be $25 plus by the end of the year. And you have Citibank right here. Peter C. maintained buy rating at $18. So we are at a buy right now because we're trading at 16. So Citibank, there's 2 analysts covering the stock. He's at 18 right now, very solid. John Hack Jeffries, he came out 2 days before the earnings and gave a $19 price target, and looks like he has already maintained his $19 price target. Guys, it's a 5-star analyst, top 300 out of 9,000, very solid. I trust this guy for sure. And this is the dude who stole the show today. Kyle Peterson from Needham Maintains Buy raised his price target from $13 to $20. So he was one of those analysts on the fence. This dude's jumping up his price target $7. So you can see there's a massive disconnect on Wall Street from all of these price targets. You got bears at 6, 7, 8. You got guys that are being pretty fair, 14, 16, 16, 18. And then you got some buys coming in 19, 20, even a $26 range with other analysts on Wall Street that came out before the earnings. And here is something that people were talking about that felt a little bit bearish on the earnings guidance because SoFi guided for member growth. And you can see 2025, the new members prediction. I said take the 2025 prediction with a grain of salt. 2025 members estimate was 2.8 million from SoFi, which would be, pretty much the same we had this year. 2024, they estimated 2.3 million members, okay? They actually came in at 2.8 million after going a full year on that guidance that they put out. So they beat the guidance by 500,000 members. So guys, if you have the member estimate coming in at 2.8 million and we have another beat of 500,000, we're looking at 3.3 million members. That's going to be 812,000 members per quarter. And right now we're still under 800,000. So guys, I think there's a chance, we're going to finish over, 3.5 million new members. That's going to bring SoFi's entire member base to 13.5 million going into 2026, cross-buy accelerating. This is a massive company in the making, guys. You can see members are flocking to SoFi extremely quickly. I think they're going to smoke this 2.8 million estimate. All right, guys, and take a look at the high-quality analysts that are turning bullish, guys. All these guys were way lower price targets a year ago. Most of these guys were under, $10, $12, okay? You got Ashwin S., who came out before the earnings. He hasn't reiterated, but he's at $18. This is literally a 4.8 star analyst. Peter C. from Citi, $18 as well. These guys are probably, going right off of each other. Jeffries, 5-star analyst, $19. Kyle Peterson, 4-star analyst, came out at $20. And then Andrew Jeffrey, 27 out of 9,000 analysts on Wall Street, $26 price target. So you can see, guys, we do have extremely bullish analysts right now. I could easily see the stock, moving up to the $19 to $22 level very, very quickly once the earnings, gets absorbed by the retail community. I think it's going to take about a week for the smoke to clear. Let's see what happens by next week, but I think the SoFi stock's going a lot higher by the end of 2025. All right, guys, and this is how you get rich, okay? 2024 EPS, 15 cents. We smoked the analysts on Wall Street. 2025 EPS, we came in at 27 cents. Literally selling off 10 to 15% because we missed by 2 pennies. And the company said that they're going to have accelerating growth. It doesn't make sense. They're trying to capture market share, more profitability in the back end of 2026, and then 2026, 80 cents EPS. Guys, look at the growth right here. 15 cents to 80 cents. We're talking nearly 500% EPS growth in as little as 3 years. This is what we're waiting for, guys. 2026 is going to be a massive year in profitability. We're looking for scale inside of 2025. Now take a look at this, guys. Q4 was incredible, and SoFi is now re-entering the growth phase level 2 for 2025. When I say growth phase level 2, I'm talking about what they did in 2023, but now they're not unprofitable, growing extremely fast. They're profitable at the same time. Now this company has swelled up members to 10 million members. Crossbuy can accelerate and compound revenue growth at 30% for the next 2 years. This could turn SoFi into a monster in the making very quickly, guys. Take a look. 26% growth for 2024. This was the conservative year, okay? And remember, they've already guided for 26% growth on the top line. 2.6 billion revenue for 2024. 2025, I think we're going to hit over 30% growth. 3.4 billion revenue. If we get another 30% growth back-to-back for 2026, 4.4 billion in revenue. Guys, I think SoFi is trying to slap a monster, $900 million profit or something around that range inside of 2026. This stock is going to take off very quickly. You can see exactly the direction these guys are headed. They're trying to scale quickly, trying to scale those members, those products, more cross-buy. Profitability will come massively inside of 2026, 80 cents EPS on the top end. And if you just take a look at the segment financials of the last quarter, right here you have the last 3 years of the lending segment right here, 4 quarters, and then 4 quarters. Look at this last quarter, guys, Q4 2024. Look at this, 1.3 billion originations in student loans, 5.2 billion originations in personal loans, 577 million originations for mortgages, home loans. And look at this, guys. If you go all the way back, these are records for every single quarter for the last 3 years. They're hitting records. And we just sold off 10 to 12% because of a 2-cent EPS guidance miss where SoFi clarified they are trying to grow faster, specifically SoFi Invest. Look at this, guys. 577. You won't find another 500 million on home loan originations. 5.2 billion originations in personal loans. You won't even see another 5 handle for 3 years. And then 1.3 billion originations on student loans. You won't see a 1 billion handle for the last 3 years, guys. Records across the entire lending segment. We do know that the technology platform has become a little bit stagnant. They're still hitting near record revenues at 102 million, but it just looks like a lot of these deals are going to finalize and revenue will start to hit the top line inside of 2026. So it looks like 2025 could be continuing to, integrate these new customers. But right now, the technology platform is still in the penalty box. Financial services, new record, guys, 256 million in revenue, 114 million in contribution profit. And guys, I said by the end of 2026, I believe financial services will be a bigger business than lending. That's going to get your tech hybrid multiple continuing to rise, more diversified risk out of lending. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoy doing this video for you. We're going to continue to keep you updated with the SoFi stock. I believe the SoFi company is going to break out inside of 2025 once the retail community and specifically institutional investors realize the shift that SoFi is making inside of 2025. Massive scale, top line revenue growth for future profits inside of the back half of 2026. Reiterated 2026 guidance of 80 cents on the top end of EPS. Once again, my name is Kyle. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel. We'll keep you updated. Have a great day.